on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to British Columbia and the gleaming jewel that is Vancouver, Canada. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Voyagers of Vancouver. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis joining you from the booth. And, Charles, we take a peek at this Vancouver team entering play.
They returned home after playing in London last week, but it was a good trip as they came home a winner.
And that's a long flight when you lose, but it's not half as bad when you come home with a victory and full of shepherd's pie.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And here are the key inactives for them in this one. And obviously, Charles, are going to be without some important names this week.
Well, hopefully those guys will be on the sidelines encouraging the guys who are going out there and helping them when they come off the sidelines during the game by giving them some tips on what they see and what they've experienced. That's true teamwork. And if you want to get to the playoffs, if you want to have a big push, you have to have that on your squad.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, right, and he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers. Because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, and that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
This pass into the hands of Turner.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and then we've got a 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Well, we kind of thought it was a matter of when, not if, that a team might relocate to a spot outside the United States. Canada seemed like the most logical choice, and now here we are in this great city, a city that's had success in the Canadian League, but now they have an NFL franchise of their very own to celebrate, and man, is it cool to see.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Again, he'll drop to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Here's Wright on 1st and 10. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
3rd down and 1.
Off play action. Right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now Wright, throwing on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And as a result, possession switches hands. The D brought the house, they called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, or we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want, they go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it, got right to the quarterback, no chance on that 4th down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
He's got Turner, and he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
At the 37-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Back to throw again, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
When you talk about the defense for these Chargers,
There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw here.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Getting this into the hands of Turner. He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
On 2nd down now, it's Leonard, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the 1st quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Now back to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Barber. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They'll look to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. So now for the 2nd time already here in this quarter, on comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the 1st.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
To about the 48-yard line. But you look at this defense.
They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
The best defenses I know, they draw lines in the sand and say, you're not going to cross that. For most of them, it's 100 yards of total offense. They didn't quite accomplish that, but still a pretty darn good game last week. Just over 100 yards of total offense given up.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
And he is going to have the Chargers' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Separating from the gun. Right. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 23-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the pickup. First down.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Chargers first down.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete. The Chargers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Off the play fake. Right. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
So this defense, they gave up some yards on this drive, but bottom line, they came up with a sack when it mattered.
And we know that every down counts, but let's be honest about it. People focus on third down as a real key down in any drive, any situation. And they took full advantage of third down there and made a play.
And his kick here is good. And that will tie us at 3-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Well, the Vancouver offense ready for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. That is caught.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Third catch in this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 41-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
And this is something you don't see too much of. Fullbacks trying to stretch the field. But he does a nice job there getting lost out in space and comes up with a really nice gain.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll drop to throw. And that one is incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
L.A. readies for its next possession. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now a 2nd and 10. Off play action. Right. They'll get this into the hands of Hodge. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Operating from the gun. Right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 33-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down. Right. Too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Barber. Now inside the 25. Touchdown! A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Voyagers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Pardon me, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Point after try forthcoming. And it's up and good to make the score 13-3. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it.
midfield. Here comes Los Angeles. They're in a 13-3 hole here now as they come up on first down. Throwing to start the drive. Right. Over the middle. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3.
At the 23-yard line.
Looking to throw. Right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on 3rd down. Right. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, he shifts past him. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time I look and repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try the left side. It's Leonard. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So this defense, they get their first interception of the game, and since they were in plus territory, didn't have too terribly far to go, but they take it all the way into the end zone.
And you intercepted in that close, you're automatically picking 6 points the other way, but what I like most about it is how the defense rallied, got up on their blocks, and didn't commit any penalties as well.
Now for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Charger defensive unit making their way back out there.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Right now, from the gun on 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have the Chargers' 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
33-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Right. Under pressure, and down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. And the Vancouver offense ready for their next drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself, because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
We'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll set up to throw. That's complete to Turner. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! A great effort there. 39 yards.
And the Voyagers are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Just a 4-play drive that time.
Chargers 3.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Chargers going to take over here one more time before the half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's got his man on the out route. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Short throw, that's caught by Davis. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, so that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To throw is right on 3rd down.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll start across the Atlantic in London, England, where you see the final score there. 28-21, the final score. From there, we'll head down to the Big Easy. Check on the Saints at home at the Superdome. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Packers. The Saints locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Tigers trying to hold on and claim victory.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Barber. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got Turner. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution, because he realized he's in field goal range, no sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. And they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Right to throw on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And his defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Operating from the gun. Right. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Right. And his throw here's incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Back to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
22 yards. First down, Chargers.
They'll look to throw again. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Looking to throw. Right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Well, a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flipping over to the other side, the offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. And the Vancouver offense ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 5.
At their 49-yard line.
He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Little. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. He'll drop to throw. Getting this into the hands of Turner. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
2nd and a couple.
They'll try the left side. Leonard, and he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there on 20 yards.
The partner still in the 3rd quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the 4th quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
2nd and 4. They can still get a first down without scoring.
They'll look to throw.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Voyagers just continue to roll. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent, and they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
But Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
The try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Right. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
This is fielded at the 27. So a change of possession here on the punt.
The Vancouver offense out and about set for another series.
And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
2nd and 5. He finds his man, complete. That's Barber. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Leonard. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
A check down here to Jones.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 37. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Leonard. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. On 1st down, Leonard. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from blocking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Now, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news now. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
At the 23-yard line.
Here's Wright, looking to throw on second down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end round. Complete. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
9 yards. First down, Chargers.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. Right. Short throw. That's caught by Davis. A gain of 5. Good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5. And the Chargers first down.
Back to throw. Right. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Right. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On is the Chargers punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Well, the Vancouver offense ready for their next drive. We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the 4th, Charles, it's really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result. This is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw.
And that one too wide and incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Right.
And a dangerous throw there. Incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Right. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Right. Open man downfield is Davis. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Chargers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Well, the Vancouver offense ready for their next drive. You just kind of feel for the defense right now. This deficit, they have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. They're like, oh, my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game.
On 2nd down, it's Leonard. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Leonard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll try the left side. Leonard. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
That is caught. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And that one good for 16 yards and a 1st. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Up the middle they go. It's Leonard. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
On 2nd down now, it's Leonard. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll set up a throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll look to throw here.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Vancouver, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they'll fall to 1-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.